how to build a Power Apps for tracking, leasing, and return of assets. This could be used in a department, could be used in business units, organization, enterprise, supply chain, manufacturing, retail, and other various premises where you deal with products and items for leasing. And you could use Power Apps to integrate with your backend systems such as SAP, Oracle, on-prem system, or Azure SQL systems as well. We're going to see how we could use a Power Apps in a mobile experience. Solution used here is barcode and QR code. Power Apps solution component out of the box, no customization, using a form and pulling those as a data. There is Power Automate and workflow at the back end, which triggers the alert for approval and notification to the users. Let's head on to the demo and see how all of these works together. This is my mobile device with Power Apps in the front, and this is the home screen. And I click on the app, it would take me to the app. I could use a barcode scanner, which we would see in the next few minutes. Click on Lease Asset, takes me to this page where I have three options. One is to scan all the product. The second one is to lease an asset and list of available assets. In here, you could bring the data that I said before from various systems. You could bring in thousands and thousands of assets that you might have. Totally possible to bring in those spare parts and items that you probably want to lease in business scenarios. In this case, the business scenario is more for an internal user within a department and a company who wants to lease an IT assets. And the same context can be used in various use cases as well. You do have a built-in search functionality that you could plug it in so the user can just search for the items and lease that rather than scrolling through thousands and thousands of products. What you see here is list of items, of course, and also you have the status of those items and the list of items that's being issued to some personal. All the green ones marked here are available, and if it is gray, it's been issued to someone else. Of course, you could have hundreds and thousands of these product, which is still could be available for the users. But in the context, we just want to show you how the data sets are available based on the status. So let's go ahead and lease a product and see how it all works together. So let's pick mouse, the lease ID 121. In here, I do have two options. One is either I could use the Azure Active Directory to automatically pick the name so I don't have to type. The other option is in case you wanted to lease it to a vendor or a third party person who is not in your system, but you still want to track it, that person's name, and you could just key in that. So, and that's the reason why I left it this way. So you have both options to use. And then click on next. So the product has been now leased. And if I click on back, it would take me back to this screen, and it also tells me that particular product has been leased and it's been leased to a person, and that product is set to be grayed out, which means it's not available for lease by other person. Now, what I also did was at the back end, you would see a Teams running and then Outlook running with workflow kicking in. And once I did that lease activity, if I go to the Teams channel here, you would see that particular items listed here. We just punched this one to one, and the name of the person it's been assigned to. Plus, you could take that notification to the Outlook as well. At the top, you see here that same item is available, or the same alert or notification is available in Outlook as well. And all these are built using out of the box functionality. There's no code written at the back end. It's pretty much click and configure, drag and drop stuff to build. Now I could also set this to available once I return that product. So I click on that, it will turn into green. And that kind of completes, first part of the demo. The second part is all about scanning and barcodes. I can go ahead and scan a product. right here. There are a few products on my table, and it would take those item number and it would scan for the product. Now it's a random barcode scanner or an item, so you don't see the product listed there. What we want to do is, how can I attach that particular barcode to a product? Typically, that's what you would want to do, which we will see in a short while. I want to also show the out of the box barcode scanner functionality that's available within Power Platform. It gives the ability to scan multiple items and automatic scan and selector scan, which we just saw. So let's go with the scan multiple. So I have like a lot of barcodes listed here on my table. So I scan this product, that's done. And then I scan the other one out here. And that's done. And then this one. So that's done. So if I click on submit, as you can see here, we scan three products, which is called multiple scanning. And all these three products are listed here. We already saw scanning a product, which we just saw. We could also scan automatically, which means I just need to move my mobile device and the system will automatically scan in a quick second. It just sees the barcode and then scans it, so you don't have time to say it. Let's give one more shot. That's it. So you can use all these three capabilities using the barcode scanner functionality. Now, what I wanted to show is final part of it is, all right, I could scan third-party solutions and products and items, but I want to tag that barcode into a product. How do we do this? Let's create a barcode with one to one, and then see if it picks this name, mouse. All right. So for that, I would switch to my web client where I have a barcode scanner app. It's again a built-in app provided by Microsoft where I could generate the barcode, and not only generate barcode and QR code, but also email it to me. For example, if I click on barcode, you do have all the industry standards listed here. In this case, we will go with code 128, and we want to capture this 121. So what I will do is I'll just type 121, and the barcode is available. It's ready. And I can name this as 121 just in case we wanted to refer that. Plus, you could also email this to your team or to yourself if you want to, and it would send this particular barcode in an email. Now, this is one way where you could, as you can see here, the email has come, right? So this is one way where you could generate this barcode based on the product that you have. And it could be any product. It could be an asset, industrial asset, spare parts, machineries, items. All those industry standards are available. And the same way you could create the barcode as well. So now let's go back to the app, and we wanted to scan this one to one and then see if it picks the word mouse. Okay. So I'm going to go back to my iPad and then click on back, go back to lease and asset. And in here, what I will do is, instead of scanning a random file, I would scan the file that I just created. You see here, it captured. Sorry, I need to show my mobile. You see here, it just captured one to one when I scanned it, and it took my name, of course, and then it took the product name. So that kind of completes one full round of the use cases where you could utilize Power Apps for asset lease management tracking. I hope this was useful and insightful.